Well, guys, I'm sure a lot of you have heard the news by now, but if you have not, Timothy Cheruiyot, the Kenyan 1500-meter world champion, is now officially going to represent his country in the 1500 meters at the Olympic Games. Now, for those of you that are not up to speed on this story, Cheruiyot finished fourth at his country's Olympic trials just a few short weeks ago, which meant that he was not going to be automatically selected, and his fate was in limbo. But since then, what has Cheruiyot done? He's kept his head high, and he has produced some absolutely staggering times. He produced a 3:30 world lead and now increased that world lead in Monaco just over the course of the past week to a 3:28.28, setting himself a new lifetime best over the distance. And we get to today, it almost seemed like a no-brainer for the Kenyan Olympic Committee to give him the nod. Now, that's not discrediting any of the men that finished above him in the Olympic trials. That's just to say that Cheruiyot is in an absolute league of his own with the form that he's shown us lately, coming off of that 3:32 underwhelming performance at the trials in Kenya. Now, this obviously means a lot for the event because under the original inkling that Cheruiyot was going to have to stay home and not go to Tokyo, it seemed like the path was finally clear for Jakob Ingebrigtsen. Obviously in Doha 2019, his youth showed he wasn't able to come home with a medal in either the 5K or the 1500. He came in fourth in the 15 and fifth in the 5K, but now his maturity has taken leaps and bounds since then. He's become a lot more seasoned of a runner, and there's been lots of, speculation whether he could finally take down Timothy Cheruiyot. And with Cheruiyot not even supposed to initially compete, it seemed like he wasn't going to have very much legitimate competition outside of guys like Stewie McSwain and such, since the Americans are not necessarily known for their speed in this event. But now that Cheruiyot's back, and now that Mohamed Katir is quickly becoming a name to be reckoned with, Jakob Ingebrigtsen's path to gold is going to be a lot more difficult than it would have been otherwise. And Cheruiyot, I think, if he continues this progression, I think he has a really good chance to not only come home with a gold medal, but he has a very strong chance to set an Olympic record at 1500 meters because we know he loves to front run races. He loves to run at a fast pace, and he can kick off a fast pace as well because his final lap in that Monaco Diamond League win with a 3:28.28 was a 53-second final lap. And that just says right there that I don't think Jakob Ingebrigtsen is going to have what it takes to defeat Timothy Cheruiyot. And that's not a knock on Ingebrigtsen. That's, again, to say that Cheruiyot is an absolute league of his own at this point in time. Jakob is 20 still. Let's remember that. He still has plenty of time to unseat the champion, and I think he is going to absolutely progress over the next few years. I just think that with Cheruiyot being given this nod, he's going to take advantage of it. He's carried a very positive mindset over the past few weeks. And you talk about Jakob Ingebrigtsen's maturity having grown over the past few years. Let's take a look at Cheruiyot's prowess as a runner. Go all the way back to when he was 19, his debut on the world stage in the World Relays. Back in the Bahamas, 2015, he was running anchor leg for Kenya. A lot of you may or may not remember this race, but Cheruiyot takes out the pace at a 51.9, showing a lot of jitters, perhaps, in the youngster. And Ben Blankenship rightfully came from behind and swallowed him up in the last 400 meters. Cheruiyot had nothing left to give because of him pushing the pace way too hard over the first lap. But I remember just a few years later when I was getting into track and field, around 2019, and I was watching Cheruiyot throw down these world-class times. I was like, it is hard to believe that that is the same guy that made that crucial mistake in that DMR relay back in 2015. But yeah, I think just gonna wrap up this video with a few rough predictions for the men's 1500 in Tokyo. I think the 3 top finishers at the Monaco Diamond League are going to be your top 3 finishers. Not in that exact order, but I think they're going to be your top 3 finishers in the men's 1500 meter final. I think Timothy Cheruiyot, I don't think there's any reason to say that he won't come home with this gold. And I'm not going to say that it's going to be a PR, but I will say this. Timothy Cheruiyot will break Noah Yen's Olympic record of 3:22.07. There's no way that record's going to survive with the way, like I said, that Cheruiyot likes to run from the front, likes to push paces early. Jakob Ingebrigtsen's going to be close behind in second, and Katir is going to come in for third for Spain. Those are going to be your 3 medalists. Let me know if you agree or disagree, if perhaps Cheruiyot won't medal, or if any other wild predictions of yours just so happen to exist. Let me know what those are in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and supporting and liking and all that stuff that you guys have been doing over my recent track videos. It's meant a lot to me, and I hope to continue this as we get closer to Tokyo. Hope to keep making some videos, and yeah, let's do it. Looking forward to this final, and I will see you guys at a time closer to then. Peace.